I'm Captain Andrea.
And I'm Commander Matthew.
And welcome to TrekBack Tuesday.
This is the show that seeks out new Trek toys and new types of merchandise to show you here in Nerd News Today.
And today, we're taking a look at Lieutenant Barclay.
That's right, this is Lieutenant Reginald Barclay. This is coming to us from Diamond Select Toys and Art Asylum from 2006. So we've looked at a Lieutenant Barclay figure in the past. We checked out his original Playmates toy. And we're going to compare those two once we move along and take this figure out of the package. But first, let's give you a few facts about Lieutenant Barclay.
Okay. Lieutenant Reginald Barclay made his first appearance on Star Trek The Next Generation in Season 3, Episode 21, Hollow Pursuits. He went on to do several episodes in Voyager, where he played a very key role in helping everybody move along home.
Oh, I see what you did there.
He later came back in the game Star Trek Elite Force 2, where he took over for Lieutenant Geordi, the Forge. He also had a brief appearance in a fan-made movie called Borg War. I don't know too much about that other than, from what I understand, they took clips from the various shows and created an entire new story.
Interesting.
Yeah, very curious to see how that one turned out.
And Barclay also showed up briefly in First Contact, where he fanboyed over Zefram Cochrane.
As he should.
Yes, as he should.
It's the one time when it was really appropriate, as well as inappropriate, to fanboy over someone.
Yeah, and of course it will be Barclay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a look at the packaging. Wonderful big Diamond Select packaging, big Art Asylum boxes here. You get a nice window to see Barclay. One of the things that I love about the Diamond and Art Asylum packaging is the use of shapes, because it's not just like a square pack. It's got this nice oblong part over here. Even the front window itself is kind of circular, but it also still mirrors the insignia of Star Trek logo. So I like that. That's pretty cool. And on the back, we take a look at some of the other figures. Now, there's no actual information or bio about Barclay on this, mostly just some kind of general Star Trek information, like here Star Trek gets a show about space and trekking and stars and stuff.
It's really about Next Generation more than anything else.
It's basically essentially a reusable package, because they're going to use the same packages in all of them. Good cost cutting, actually. It's fine. Basically, the only thing that's different between these figures is just going to be the nameplate. So that really keeps costs down, which is pretty nice. Handy for them.
Mm-hmm.
And joining Lieutenant Barclay in this line is Data, Lore, and Geordi LaForge, Barclay's essentially best friend.
His only friend.
Aside from the Holosuite friends, but we don't talk about those.
We don't talk about that.
I am the goddess of empathy.
No.
Make out with me.
Well, let's... No. Just no. Commander Matthew, prepare to beam Barclay out.
Hi, Captain. Lieutenant Barclay is on the deck, Captain.
All right. Let's give him a look over. Yeah.
So, Captain, what do you think about the sculpt?
It's not bad. No, it is not bad at all. That face is definitely Dwight Schultz. My particular favorite part of this face is actually his eyes are lined red, as though he's been awake for many, 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 many hours, either on the holodeck or actually doing some work.
With Barclay, you're never really too sure.
Yeah, I know. He can go either way. That's part of what makes him an interesting character.
And he has the mustard-colored outfit, which, again, considering that the actor's name is Dwight Schultz, it kind of reminds me of like Dwight Schrute in his mustard outfits. I said it.
I was going to say, I wonder if Dwight Schrute was maybe modeled a little bit after Barclay.
In the weirdest way, probably not, but...
yeah, I know, but it would be fun if
it would be kind of funny, though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
I know, I think it's a great sculpt. The uniform looks fantastic. One of the things that I'm really loving right now is the bottom of his pants, the cuffs area, because of how there's like a triangular shape cut into them so that you can get the shoe through.
And speaking of the shoes, they are a nice shiny color there, which I love about the Diamond figures.
They are Starfleet regulation shiny.
They really are. He's been spit shining those.
Yeah, you know, it's sparkly, so.
And again, nice thing that you can see too is you can see where they'd have the zipper if it was, on the actual set. You can see how they get in and out of the costume.
I'm trying to figure out what his hands are doing though, because one hand is just like closed really tightly. It's like, is he angry? Barclay doesn't get angry. Matt Murdock gets, angry, but not Lieutenant Barclay.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by these hands too, because one is just like really tight, and he can't hold anything. He can't really do much with that hand. Like, this one's open to at least hold his accessories, but this hand here is just like, grrr, get off my lawn, you dang Borg.
It'd be great if you could fit a cane in there.
That would be nice. But since we're showing this off, it'd be nice to talk about the articulation right now. And he's
Lots
got some,
of it.
Yeah, he's got very good hidden joints. You can see the neck is, in fact, ball jointed and looks really good. He's got ball jointed shoulders, which are a little stiff out of the box, but not too bad. He's got the bicep swivel, which looks mighty fine.
He's like,
elbow joint.
Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah. I got no muscle to really show off, so.
We have wrist joint here that can turn. It does not manipulate other than that. It can just basically make little circles. So waist moves. We have up and down movement in the legs. Unlike later Diamond Select figures, like more modern ones, those can do splits. This one, no, not so much. We've got our knee joint, and we've got our feet, which can also go up and down. So compared to a lot of later Trek toys that Diamond are doing these days, the articulation is not as good. They're very good at standing up straight, though, and that's at least, that's something at least.
There's some fun posability with them.
Yeah, at the very least, I can get Barclay ready for inspection.
No, he's definitely positioned weirdly for inspection.
That's close enough.
If he was in that position when I came in for an inspection, he would not pass.
Captain Andrew's inspection is very official. We have to do this. It's harder than it looks.
You forgot the part where you hop on one foot.
I'm sitting, Captain. I can't. Fine. So let's talk accessories.
He only comes with 2 accessories, but they're pretty good ones. First up is his tricorder, which looks really good. The back is very sleek and shiny and silver, but the front has this great decal as well as little windows for viewing and reading stuff and scanning.
It's got a really nice paint job. And does it fit into his hand? Let's find out. Well, obviously not going to that one.
No.
But pretty sure it'll fit, just fine in this hand.
No,
just got to get him to look a little bit less. There we go.
Looks a little sad the way he's holding it.
Yeah.
It's a little loose.
It is a little loose. Yeah, it's not really meant for that. I think it's meant for the other accessory he comes with.
Yes. This might look a little familiar to some of you at home, but he comes with his very own toolkit. What I like about this is it's very simple. The paint job is very simple. The etchings on it is very simple, but it has the Star Trek logo, well, the insignia, and I really like that. It stands out. It's raised. It's nice. It doesn't open, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like it should, but it does not.
No.
But to compare that to this item here, this is the Playmates version of that. This one
is actually the original.
Yeah, this one came with actually Commander Riker. It's the away team toolkit, so not quite the same, but it is the exact same thing. Let's be honest here.
Literally, it is the exact same thing.
Even size-wise, actually, which is kind of funny.
It is the same thing. It just I don't know if they made it out of slightly different material, but it's the exact same mold. It's the exact same everything. They modeled this off of this.
It is kind of funny how it nearly looks identical in a lot of ways. Even size-wise, considering how small those Playmates toys were.
Yeah, I mean, size-wise, the look, how this is etched in, but on the sticker, it's all the same thing. They modeled it, almost identically after.
But again, the difference here is that this one actually does, in fact, open.
And is way cooler because it has that, detachable analyzer.
Yeah, you can see when we open it, we got a whole bunch of tools and things sculpted into there. And it's got a detachable piece, which fits in there really nicely.
I'm really disappointed that this does not open.
Yeah, bit of a letdown.
But does it fit in his hand?
It does, in fact, fit in his hand.
Okay, so for that, it works. Still don't know why he's clutching his fist, but...
Just angry man.
Angry man with his toolkit.
Now let's compare it to the Playmates version as well, because we just happen to have that here. So obviously, first difference is size.
Yeah.
Little baby Barclay.
Oh, it's my son. It's my clone Barclay. Aw.
But in terms of likenesses, both are actually pretty good likenesses of the actor. But of course, I would say easily this Asylum version is sculpted way better.
Well, I agree that this is a better sculpt. In some ways, I sort of like this one a little bit better. I feel like in the small size, his expression looks almost like an expression. His face looks a little bit more expressive than here, where his face is very neutral and very blank. So I don't know which one I actually like better.
I mean, Playmates did a very good job capturing the essence of all these characters too. Which,
absolutely.
With Asylum, their sculpting, they could capture great likenesses, but with Playmates, because of their scale and everything, they worked more with like the cartoony essence of the characters. So both are very good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, no doubt, both of them are good, and depending on what your needs are, they'll both satisfy them.
Satisfy your Barclay needs.
I bet he wishes he heard that.
So that's our look at Lieutenant Reginald Barclay from Art Asylum and Diamond Select. Overall, a very good representation of the Lieutenant.
If you want a Barclay figure, this is a good one to get. If you want one. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Barclay is actually a pretty decent character. That's why they brought him back so many times. And on that note, I'm Captain Andrea.
And I'm Commander Matthew, and we'll see you next time for another episode of TrekBack Tuesday. And until then, live long and buy toys.